Hey there, it's Seb by the Realtor here. Are you thinking about making some targeted improvements to your home before you put it on the market? Well, hold on. Some things you do to your property could actually provide you a negative return on investment. If you want to make sure that the work you're doing to your house is actually going to pay off when you go to sell, then you definitely want to watch this video. You know, when we talk about getting a home ready for sale, one of the first questions homeowners have is, should I sell my home as is, or should I do some improvements to a property? And in fact, many times that is one of the big reasons homeowners delay putting their homes on the market, is because they think they need to do a bunch of work to their home, or that they should do a bunch of work to their home in order to make sure that they're not leaving any money on the table when they go to sell their property. And that certainly is a big concern, because I think that people do leave some money on the table because of the condition of their homes when they go to sell it, and that they could do some things to make an improved net cash when they sell their house. But not every improvement that you're going to do to your house is actually going to pay off for you, especially if you have to hire somebody else to do the work for you. Now, if you can do some of the work yourself, or most of the work yourself, for example, if you are a really good, competent handyman and can do professional grade work, or if you yourself are a contractor, then certainly you can build in your own sweat equity into the property. But if you are paying retail for some very big high-end improvements, you may find out that actually you're going to make less money when you go to sell the house. Now, one of the big ways that people lose money when they go to sell their house after doing some home improvements is to do a whole kitchen remodel. This is actually a big mistake. I don't know if you've ever seen these TV shows where they talk about like how much money a new kitchen remodel will add to the house. Okay, let's just say you spend $100,000 on a kitchen remodel, which isn't that hard to imagine. Actually, if you have like a good sized kitchen and you're doing like a higher end remodel, it could easily run you $100,000 or more. A lot of times that $100,000 does not equate into even a $100,000 higher sale price. And the reason for that is because people are forgetting that the current kitchen that already exists, it actually has quite a bit of value as well. That's right. So you are replacing something valuable with something else that may be more valuable, but not maybe as much more valuable as it actually costs to install the new kitchen. Now, if you had a house where there was no kitchen whatsoever, like the kitchen had been torn out, then spending $100,000 to put a kitchen in would actually result in several $100,000 more than the kitchen cost, I think, in most neighborhoods here in the Greater Bay Area. For the very simple reason that if you don't have a kitchen in a house when you go to sell it, guess what? You can't get conventional financing on that house. A lender is not going to give you a normal bank loan to buy that house if it doesn't already have a kitchen, because it is not a habitable structure. They don't consider it to be habitable if there is no kitchen. So by adding a kitchen, any kitchen, even a cheap IKEA kitchen, you're automatically going to boost your home's value by several $100,000 probably in many parts of the Bay Area, if there was no kitchen and you add a new kitchen to it. But if you are just replacing an existing kitchen, because that kitchen did have quite a bit of value previously, usually you're going to make less money on the sale of your house than that new kitchen is going to cost you, which is why I tell people, if you are considering doing like a big expensive improvement to your house, like an outdoor kitchen or a indoor kitchen, or like adding on some square footage, or a new master bedroom suite, something like that, probably a good idea is to do that maybe 5 to 8 years before you go to sell the house, so that you will actually have a number of years of enjoying that improved amenity in your house before you go to sell it. And your house actually will have gone up a lot in value by 5 to 8 years, but not because you installed that brand new kitchen in there. It's because the house itself went up in value. And primarily, it's not the boards, it's not the flooring, it's not the roof that goes up in value. Actually, all those things go down in value usually. What really is going up in value is, of course, the land that the house is sitting on. So if you're going to do any major improvements, if you want to get a return on your investment, you're not really going to see that in a lot of cases, especially for like a kitchen or like a square footage addition, or like adding dual pane windows, things like that. Because again, in the case of dual pane windows, it previously had windows, right? The windows that were there do provide quite a bit of utility, in most cases, unless the windows are broken or leaking or have some other kind of, repair issue surrounding them. You're usually not going to see more than a 100%, return on your cost on the resale price of your house by installing those windows. Now, here's another good question is, what about painting? Like, you've always heard that like painting is a great way to add value to your home, and it definitely is. But let me ask you this. Let's just say you paint your house like say 6 months ago, and then should you then repaint your house again right before you put the home on the market? Well, obviously not. You shouldn't repaint your house if you just painted it 6 months ago. And why is that? The reason for that is because the market is not going to recognize any additional value in a new coat of paint that you just put on after having previously painted it 6 months ago. Now, if it's been 20 years since you last painted and some of the paint is flaking and it's heavily scuffed and there are other imperfections in it, some dents in the drywall, holes in the drywall, it looks tired and old. In that case, the market may recognize the value of a brand new paint job done to your house. So, you have to use a judgment call when determining what you should do in terms of painting. Same thing with flooring. If you have some brand new floors installed in your house, let's just say you installed some luxury vinyl plank floors, and then you said, you know what, I want to get the maximum amount of money when I sell my house. How about I install some hardwood floors instead? Take out the LVP. Well, my question now is, how much more money are you going to be able to get on the sale price of your house ripping out the LVP, the perfectly good LVP that looks nice, and installing new hardwood floors on top? The answer is you're probably going to lose money because it's going to cost you a heck of a lot to do that, and the market is not going to see that much more value in the hardwood versus the perfectly good LVP. So the big question before us is, what are the best pre-sale renovations to make that will actually provide you a significant return on your investment, where if you spend $1, it will result in a $2 higher sale price, or maybe even a $3 or a $4 higher sale price, $5. Sometimes you could maybe even get a 10 times return on your investment, depending on what those specific improvements are. The fact of the matter is that every house is unique, and every set of factors which is affecting its current value is unique, and it really depends on how much value you might be able to improve your home neighborhood by neighborhood, like block by block, city by city, because all the markets are distinct and you are never really sure how people are going to react specifically to all the sets of variables that are going on which affect your home's value. But the way to start is to give me a call. My phone number, it's here at the bottom of the screen. Go ahead and send me a text message, give me a call. Love to come over and meet with you and tell you what I think could be done to your home to very inexpensively, quickly, and dramatically improve the sale price of your house. And it's not the big stuff that you're probably worried about. It's not the fact that you have a 1970s kitchen. It's not the fact that you have shag carpeting. It's not the fact that you have single pane windows or any of that stuff. None of that stuff really matters when it comes to getting the highest return possible on your renovation dollar before you put your home on the market. And I'd love to talk to you about what we can do specifically to make sure that you get the very best price possible for your home when you go to sell it. So again, here is my number at the bottom of the screen. Go ahead, give me a call. Love to chat with you anytime. All right, thank you so very much for watching this video. I really do appreciate it. And if you like this video, I'm guessing that you might also like some of these videos over here. These are some of the most popular videos here on my YouTube channel, so please do check those out. All right, thanks so very much for watching. I really do appreciate it. And please, stay tuned.